Day 3 of the Daniel Olaska trial started off with state's witness 29-year-old Gina Gargaro. She was at Frankie's Blue Room that night and claims that about 20 minutes before the stabbings, Olaska came up to her and picked a fight, calling her foul names and using vulgar language. With her were some friends, including a couple of football players from North Central. When the defense questioned if she asked them to beat up Olaska, she said no, stating she could, quote, take care of an ignorant drunk herself. Next on the stand was Peter Belander, the roommate of stabbing victim Willie Hayes. He testified that he went to Frankie's with just one friend and eventually met others there, including Gina. Though he did not see the stabbings, he saw the aftermath, running to the booth where he saw his friend Willie slumped over. He pushed the table out of the way, laid Hayes on the bench, and applied pressure to the stab wound with his bare hands until the paramedics arrived. During the afternoon, Hayes himself took the stand, recounting that night he spent out with other North Central college students as, quote, lively fun. He recalled sitting down at a booth across from Olaska, and after a brief introduction and conversation with him, felt, quote, uncomfortable, like I needed to leave, not remembering much of what was actually said. As he stood up to leave, he testified to reaching over to shake Olaska's hand when he felt like he was punched, but instead was stabbed. The defense framed the encounter as Hayes being the aggressor, suggesting that Hayes, who admitted to being intoxicated that night, went over to the booth with the purpose of starting a confrontation, which his friends, including Wild, were attempting to prevent. They pointed to video footage of Hayes leaning toward Olaska, along with a shot of Wild with his hand on Hayes' shoulder as proof. Hayes denied this scenario. Daniel Olaska is being charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder, including the death of local teacher Sean Wild. Naperville News 17 has been following the case since 2012 and will continue to update you nightly during the trial. I'm Alyssa Bohennick for Naperville News 17.